good. Well, that's fun to hear that you homeschooled too. And I had all my kids at home.
Yeah, my wife's a midwife. You know.
I would love to talk to your wife.
Yeah, look up on the internet. She's world known. She travels all over the world.
Right.
Paul Gautschi midwife. You know, and she travels all over the world teaching. You know, and
Wow.
it was so neat. She was in China. The government in China asked her to come and teach their doctors how to deliver babies.
Wow.
It is wow.
Do you think midwifery's on the rise?
I think they're having, as anything, you see, the medical profession has stolen it. See, midwifery, it's my wife is it's a human right. It's being violated by the medical profession.
Mm-hmm.
Women are treated totally unnatural, given episiotomies, all this stuff, which is totally,
Yep.
they're being, I mean, it's criminal, and this is a human right, and she's doing major international stuff to get people waking up to it. But she went to China. Now, you understand medical doctors and midwives, medical doctors think they know whatever, and midwives are jerks. And they have no regard for them.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the medical profession, this is huge. 5,000 births a month in one hospital. China is huge.
Wow.
The population is just like, whoa. So she goes over there with her PowerPoints and all these pictures of these births, and these doctors just hanging with their mouths open and says, Carol, can you show us how to do that?
Yeah.
We can't believe how beautiful this is. She says, well, I guess you
Just
can
kind of get out of the way.
I guess if you can take me to the hospital, I can do a birth for you. So she goes to the
Yeah.
hospital, and they're 4 years, and they got these poor ladies on these cots, you know, on these beds, you know, all tied down. She says, get up, you know. And she says, let gravity work. She has them standing up,
Yep.
squatting, you know.
Yep.
And then she just very naturally delivered, and they're flipping out. She says, you're not getting, are you getting a piece out of it? This is capable, you know. And here's what was so cool. This one woman has a baby comes with a cord around the neck in China. When that happens, they do immediate cesarean.
Why?
This is how backwards they are. So these doctors are yelling,
Move the cord.
And here's my wife is so direct. She says, don't be yelling. You're scaring the mom. Just stand back and watch what I do. They're all freaking out like what. And she just very naturally takes that cord up over the shoulder, over the head, and puts the baby on the middle. And the doctors stand over their mouths like, we never knew you could do that. And they're asking her to come back again. You know, it's just, again, you know, and women, it's just so pathetic. She has a woman now coming from Russia who's going to have her baby here.
Really?
Because of how they're so abused there, you know. And it was so beautiful how it happened. Here's this woman. She went down to the passport to get it, and they wouldn't let her go.
She's pregnant.
She thought she wasn't going to come back. So she calls Carol, my wife, and Carol says, pray, says, God, we just ask that you just make a way for her. She goes back again, and the guy interviewing had a home birth, and he understood where she's coming from and gave her the visa.
Oh.
She's coming, you know, so it's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a, you know, she just has so much fun, and like she travels all over, she's been to Israel, all over Europe, you know, Turkey, she's gone South America, Australia, all over the world teaching, you know, and people are, and see, women are so desirous of the natural because they've been so abused.
That bond with your baby, there's nothing like it.
It is, and you see that skin to skin, you know,
interfere.
and what happens in early pregnancy is so it impacts their whole character and life. And see, all this is completely not in the medical profession. They don't get this, you know. See, with her, it's just such a spiritual thing, and such a, you know, connection women have, and women just when they hear it, see it, you know, and just so want it, like, oh man, it's just it's been really.
And I think it sets the tone too for motherhood in a lot of ways. Although I know God can help moms with whatever happens with birth, but there's so many times where I've hit a wall with something in life, and I've thought, if I can birth a baby, which people think you can't do that, if I can do that, I can surely get through this. I hear that voice a lot.
And this is what she's showing. See, God created you to be a powerful being, and the birth process done naturally empowers you like nothing else.
Yes.
And it was made to be that way. And see, the medical practice has taken that away. And epidurals, you know, cesareans, where you don't experience that empowering. And it's so amazing, these letters she gets from women who had babies in hospitals and had them home, come back, Carol, I can't believe how you're empowered. I feel so powerful compared to women. It's just, and this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You were created to be an awesome person. And that birth process develops you.
Yep.
To be that mother bear, like you can do anything.
Yep.
It's awesome. And nothing else does that.
Yeah.
And this is by design. And it's so beautiful as she gets this, communicates, and women get this, and just start taking it back. You know, 'cause, and this is, you know, it's what we're here for. You know, to really to connect. And do it right.
Do you know Nancy Spencer?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I'm
hear all
sure
this.
she does. Yeah, that's who listen,
Did yours?
right?
Yeah, look over. She's got a website there and just all kinds of cool stuff.
Okay, I'll check it out.
And she loves talking to people, you know, and encouraging.
She must have done this after the children were older or gone, or.
Well, she did it our whole.
Oh, did she?
See, I'm self-employed.
Yeah.
You know, and my kids always work with me, my boys, and so and then with 7 children, as the older ones get younger, the older ones became teachers. So
Yes.
it was very convenient.
Oh yes.
I mean, I take my kids to work with me, you know, and my older ones would take, you know, and so it was very,
It's easier.
wasn't hard.
It's like up to second grade is the hardest, and then after that
well,
it starts
here's what we
trickling
found.
down.
And with children, after the 3rd, it became downhill. The 3rd was the hardest.
Oh, maybe I should have some more. I only have
But
3.
but, you know, that's the killer, because you know, you got 2 hands. The 3rd is like
You are outnumbered.
You're outnumbered. But as the older ones come, then you start getting this backup and the support.
Yes.
And they feel so good about it. And they feel. My oldest daughter is she's just an incredible teacher, so creative. But she learned that by teaching her siblings.
Yep.
This developed that, you know. So she was so empowered by having the siblings, and all those were so blessed by that input. So it's just, you just see that this was the design. This is how God made it. It's just such a perfect environment.
Yeah. I find too, like, people say, well, how do you get all your other stuff done with the garden and the house? And I don't. And so when I'm home, you know, all the homeschooling hours, and so they have to work.
Yeah,
It's
no
not,
option.
They don't have play chores. We depend on them to do real work.
And you see, that
that's good
builds
for
such
them.
self-confidence. They feel valuable. Where kids, everything's done for them, they're not needed, that impacts your spirit.
Yeah, it makes you
Well,
depressed.
those
and
kids,
useless.
they'll kind of whine and complain, but inside, I'm needed, I'm valued.
Yep.
And that's so huge for character.
Yeah.
And most of the people out there don't have it. Your kids will be powerful just because of that. I'm needed. I'm necessary. Without me, they won't make it. That is huge. You know, and you see all this, you know, you think is a negative, like I can't get all of it. But this is all. See, we don't get strong without persevering, without lifting, pushing. Everything that you gain by exercise, by uncomfortable, but that develops power. This is the design. And we're trying to make it easy. It's not good. It's not the pushing through, the overcoming is what makes you a powerful person. And you don't get it any other way. It's the only way to come. So it's cool.
That's good. It's good to hear.